Hi.
Hi,
Hello. The music stopped as soon as we came on, so my wavy gravy dancing didn't really work anymore, but I hope people liked it anyway. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to the Minus the Man Improv Jam, the jam where everyone except men are invited to do a little bit of improv. We love you, men, and we thank you for standing us and watching this stream, as I'm sure you are. But this is just for ladies, non-binary people, and other, yeah, you get it. Okay, let's start out with a scene from Marissa, Kat, and me.
And it's going to be perfect and the best improv scene ever.
Right, I forgot that it's going to be the best scene ever. Let's get a suggestion from the chat.
I think one of y'all have y'all's Twitch stream going right now because I can hear it.
That's exactly what's happening to me. Yes. I have now muted it.
Thank you. All right. Can we get a suggestion from the chat of something that you're excited about for maybe the month of May? Like, what is something maybe you're jumping into creatively, or something that you're looking forward to for the weather reasons?
Okay, we have a suggestion from Glaive Moon of flowers. Flowers.
Ooh, thank you.
The flowers are dead, and I know one of you is responsible. So I'm looking.
Me.
What?
It was me. I bought the wrong fertilizer at the store. There was a choice. There was fertilizer that helps things grow, and then there was just this fertilizer with a skull on the bag. And I don't know, I'm going through a goth phase, and I just bought the skull one without thinking.
Me and your mother are so worried about you. You keep buying these horrible skull-based items that have no business having skulls.
I know, and now it's messing up our whole tulip farm. Darn it.
Francis, what?
I just want to buy some black clogs and go to the city.
Look at our poor flower. Look at the expression on this face.
Oh my God.
That's right.
My leaves are black, just like how you've treated me and how my black heart is now shriveling.
Look, I just was trying to fit in with other kids at school. And having, teenage feelings of angst and whatnot. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Is there anything I can do to make it up to you?
Stop playing just My Chemical Romance music.
Yes.
I like positivity sound too, even if it's just like cicadas for ASMR videos.
Oh man, you can't come between me and My Chemical Romance, bro. That's like, it's sacred, But
I mean, the Black Parade sounds pretty cool, but hearing that I'm not okay over and over again makes me feel not okay.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's like I'm stuck in the past, man. Oh. Look,
maybe...
if it means bringing the tulips back to life, and I don't know how this is possible, but I'll burn all my goth records.
No. Oh, I'm causing my child to not want to be themselves. Maybe we should start planting dark and twisted roses and and dead trees in the yard, if that would maybe represent your soul better, child.
Wow. I don't know. Can you make any money off of that?
I don't know. I'm just a plant.
And scene.
Yeah! Woo! We nailed it with the perfect improv.
Perfect
scene.
improv.
Thank you. Awesome.
Yes.
Let's go to our...
Please look forward to Ashley's new album on Etsy called Positivity Sounds. I think the 2MB Studios is going to get 10% royalty credit for that.
Absolutely. Let's go to the first pair, which is, I'm scrolling back through the chat. Wait, I have it also in my sheet. It's going to be Jess and Ashley.
Boop. Boop.
Welcome, Jess and Ashley. Let's get a suggestion for these two babes.
Ooh, I'm a babe.
Ooh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, in the chat, give us words, nouns, adjectives, lots of them. We'll need lots of them.
More compliments about us in like old-timey slang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What babe is old-timey slang now?
I think
The 1980s is old-timey.
Old-timey.
Okay, let's see. I have comfort here.
Comfort
is a suggestion.
Right.
Don't say it too many times, it'll lose meaning.
I'm here to bring you comfort in these troubled times.
Yeah, here's the thing. This is court mandated because I threw a chair through a window, and I don't know that I need comfort. I feel like I'm a pretty calm person, and like you seem chill, but like I don't feel like I need this.
I don't know, madam. You seem very jittery and high affect at this time. I think, yes, you seem high affect at this time. You seem nervous. Jewel, why are you nervous?
I'm not nervous. You make me nervous. You make me nervous. There, I said it. There, I said it. I'm not
Why
used
is
to
it
being alone in a room with such a babe.
Well, Jewel, flattery will get you nowhere. But we do need to discuss this throwing a chair through a window thing that happened.
Do we? I feel like we could discuss instead what you like to do in your free time.
Well, I have been known to cross stitch a thing or two, but back to you.
It was nothing. It was a former lover was on the street. I was in the store. I wanted to get their attention. Right next to me was a chair. I threw it. So how would you say your last 2 relationships ended? Did you end them? Did they end them?
Well, 2 relationships, me.
Just your last
2. Well, do pets count?
As what?
As a relationship, because I've only really ever had a ficus, and there was a dog named Perry. And then I suppose, relationships with your parents don't really count.
No,
but
I'll ask a different question. This seems like it might not be the right tact. You seem like sorry, I'm so nervous.
I can tell that you're nervous. Here, let me hold your hand. Do you feel better now?
Wow, it's so dry.
But
I mean that in a sexy way. You have a really dry hand.
Thank you. Yes, I don't get nervous. Yours, however, is sopping wet.
Clammy as fuck. I'm so sorry.
Yes. In fact, here, let me get you a tissue. Here you are.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so nice of you.
You're welcome. Now, how would you say that this relationship ended? You and this ex-lover of yours, that you had to get their attention by throwing a chair through a window.
Well, I would say that maybe I thought that she was cheating on me, and she said she wasn't cheating on me. And then I dressed up as another woman, and I went to a club where I knew she was out with her friends, and then I tried to hit on her, and she knew immediately it was me doing a honey trap situation, and then she dumped me. But then I didn't feel like it was really over, and then I threw that chair through a window, so I'm guessing that was really like the hard end.
Ah, yes. Is there anything...
Eyes are beautiful.
Me?
Your eyes.
These?
Your eyes, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
What a cute pair. I love it. Thank you, Ashley and Jess. Who is our next pair up?
Our next pair is Emily
and Marissa M.
Marissa.
Woo!
Hello. And I was busy scrolling to get you a suggestion, which is why I made a face and pause in an awkward manner. Perfect hosting.
That was on me. All right. What do we got for a suggestion, Kat?
From Mfring, beaches.
All right, beaches. Let's get ready.
All right, Beach, what do you want to do today?
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking about maybe some sunburns or, I don't know, maybe some sand in people's food. What do you think, Ty?
No, you're so tricky. Well, as you know, as the Tide, I tend to take the surfers out and, just kind of like I'm letting them go where they will. Honestly,
so good with that.
I don't care what we do as long as we do it together.
Right. We're just like natural together.
Mm-hmm.
I love it when you take someone out to sea.
Right.
It causes such a commotion on me.
Right, right. And then I love it because then everybody's kind of running over you and they're like, oh my gosh, this person is missing. And we're like, no, we're going to bring them back. It's a perfect pair.
Oh, and I wanted to thank you. It was so sweet, that giant piece of driftwood you gave me.
You like that?
Loved it.
Yeah, just for no reason, honestly. Like, I know your birthday's not for another month, but I thought when I saw the driftwood, just kind of reminded me of how you and I are like driftwood.
Yeah, so much.
Because driftwood it floats.
Yeah, and it's got history, you know.
Yes, and it has history. That's the important thing, is that it has history, like us. I mean, gosh, what has it been, like 2,000, 50,000 years now?
Who can even count?
Who knows?
And you know, I'm really sorry about all the plastic bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's been
It's just
tough.
it's a phase I'm going through.
Yeah.
But you know, you've been such a good sport about it.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you apologizing for that, because honestly, I've been upset about it, but I just didn't want to, bring it up in case it caused a rift or a driftwood between us. Right. But no, yeah, the bags are killing everything that lives inside of me. But
Yeah, I'm really
understand.
sorry. Yeah, it's either it goes to you or it stays on me, and
right.
I don't know.
It's just a lot of baggage. How do you get rid of that in a relationship? It's got to go somewhere.
One of us has got to be the taker, and the other's got to be the giver. And I guess sometimes we switch roles. Sometimes I find the stuff on me, and I don't mind.
I think I have an idea. What has the wind been up to lately?
I haven't seen that bastard in a long time.
You know what I'm thinking? Bags, give them to the wind.
Yeah.
We have solved trash crises everywhere. Just
warming.
throw it to the wind.
Thanks, Marissa. We figured that out.
It's such a joy seeing people do improv that I haven't seen do improv in a while. It's crazy. It's like a real thing. What do we got next?
Well, we know, and the chat knows, that Jenny P and Xian are next.
Oh my God, it's so embarrassing how we communicate to each other. It's crazy. So embarrassing.
At least you're communicating at all. Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Do we have any suggestions left over in the chat here?
There's one that I want to pull. Other Dave Thomas just said eggs.
Sounds good. Okay.
I promise I had a whole plan. I was gonna make an omelet and then eat it, and I was gonna offer you some, but I just sometimes I get distracted. And
no, you forgot to go get the eggs again, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured.
I had the money ready. I was gonna just go. I had the whole thing. I was gonna get parsley and sprinkle it. It's gonna be really cute, I promise. But there's just so much happening, It's I can't keep track of the circle.
Yeah, I mean, Lisa, I was waiting for a good time to bring this up, but I'm starting to think that maybe the problem is that there are just so many plants in your apartment. It's hard to leave without making sure you've taken care of all of them, and then you never leave.
I mean, it's hard because Sandra wants to watch The Circle, but Tobias wants to see Marriage or Mortgage, and it's those shows are not compatible. So it's it's really hard.
Oh, I totally get that. Yeah, all of my plants at home too, they fight over watching The Bachelor versus watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and one of them just wants to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, which just is a totally different genre. So it's hard work to mediate between everyone living in your household, isn't it?
It really is. It's like I just want there to be like a family TV night where we can all just like get together and like, like vibe off of our foliage and watch the same thing, but they just fight. And I don't want my inability to like figure out my plants to come between like our friendship, because like I said that we were going to have an egg breakfast day and I just failed, and that's not fair to you, Jessica.
I appreciate that, Lisa. I mean, look, we both know what it's like to be caring for so many plants all of a sudden, and we can make this work. Maybe we should just pull our plants together, and they can entertain each other, and then we can go off and do our own thing.
I love that. Like I feel like, I don't know, do you ever feel like your plants are just like not contributing? Like you give a lot to them, but like they never want to like lift a hand to help themselves or each other.
Every day. I go around and I breathe on all of my plants so that they get the most carbon dioxide they possibly can. But I don't feel like they're giving me any oxygen back. I feel like they're just standing there.
Wow. Not even giving you oxygen. It's like the one thing that you would expect.
Exactly. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard to be a plant parent.
Yay. It is hard to be a plant parent.
I'm not great at it. I'm like, water. Thank you, Jenny and Xian. Next up, we have a panel of experts coming to join us. We're so lucky and fortunate to have a variety of experts on all topics coming to the stage and screen. But we need to find out, we're not sure what these experts are experts in yet. So we need the chat to sound off on what kind of experts they are in. For example, an expert on buttons or an expert on 18th century literature. Okay, old clocks.
Old socks.
Old clocks, colors. Actually, let's get everybody on screen, Marissa, so we can assign these as we go. Okay, old clocks we are going to give to mostly Marissa. You have old clocks, expert on old clocks. Colors is going to Xian, is an expert on colors. Ashley, you are an expert on haberdashery.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. We have an expert on foxgloves. Whatever that means to you. Let's give that to Jen. Let's give that to Jess. Jess B. Yep. And rodents. We're going to give that to Jenny. Who, raise your hand if you have not gotten an expertise, Emily. Okay, you are going to be an expert on souls. Souls.
Thank you.
SOULS. All right, so the first things first, welcome to our panel of experts. We're going to get to know these people. In the meantime, as you hear them go along in the chat, if you have questions for them in particular, advice, questions about their topic, sound off in the chat and we'll ask those experts for you. So let's go first to Tabitha Dashery. We know your name now. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became an expert in your topic.
Well, it's crazy. I was, this is my name from birth. So I was kind of just destined to become a haberdasher. Also, I hate my head. You can't tell right now, but I am wearing a hat that looks like the top of a human skull that I designed because my actual top part of my head is disgusting.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, it's so wonderful to meet you. I think we should head over to Dr. Cabbage Ender.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure. And I'd like to greet all the panelists as well. This is very exciting. As we all know, I changed my name after I decided that Avatar: The Last Airbender was the one source of truth for all. And I really
did not know
identify.
that, but thank you for telling us.
Oh, of course, yeah. In that program, it's part of the reason that I got into the study of colors. And so, as you look at all of the vibrant colors that are used throughout, even as some of the art direction changes and some of the faces and lines used to create those faces are a little bit skewed, the colors remain the same.
The colors remain the same. A quote for the ages. Let's head over to. She just tipped her skull hat to you.
Oh, thank you.
Habitha. Let's go over to Jasmine Mittens now. Who are you? What's your expertise?
Hello. Yes, my name is Jasmine Mittens. I'm a professor at Harvard of the glove couture of foxes and other similar creatures like wolves and minks and ermines. It comes as a surprise to many people that, yes, they do need gloves for all sorts of actions that they take in the wild. Without gloves, their little paws would be raw. So thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Of course, it's a. I'm sure there's a charity you'll tell us about later. Let's move on to Ramona Numerals.
Yes, hello. Nice to be here.
And what are you an expert in?
Oh, I'm an expert in old clocks. You know, I run a lot of shops, antique shops, and I have a lot of old clocks.
Oh my God!
Did
they
you
just speak
about them?
They give you a thrill? Did you say?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, there's nothing like a good old clock giving its ding, ding, ding.
That's what I've always said. All right, let's move over to Capybara for an introduction. Tell us about yourself.
Yo. My name is Capybara. I'm so happy to be here. I love rodents, and I can't wait to share my love with rodents with all of you. And listen, I know a lot of you are scared of the rats that are in your house, but trust me, when you've learned about as much about them as I know, you're going to want to welcome them in your house and cook them a big old steak.
Oh, cook a steak for them, not make a rat steak. Is that correct?
Oh, no, we do not want to cook the rats. But little known fact, they actually do love a good filet mignon. So.
Good to know. And finally, our last expert, Emily.
Emily, yes. I'm an expert on souls, not a doctor. My name is Emily. Lauren, have you seen the movie Soul, the Pixar movie Soul?
You know, I haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay,
I just have been so busy in quarantine.
Don't bother. Soul is a complete ripoff of my movie, Souls with an S. I started working on this movie 10 years ago. Didn't have funding, produced it by myself, learned everything I could about it. It's very disturbingly similar to the movie Soul, except it's live action with Legos. So,
okay. And did you make your movie?
I did. It's not really out for public consumption, but I do have a VHS of it that I could lend you. And as always, please ask me any questions about the movie Souls. Again, not Soul, it is Souls with an S.
If you had it on beta, I would take you up on that offer, but unfortunately don't have a VHS machine. Let's check in on some questions. Kat and Marissa, have you seen any questions in the chat for our experts? Oh.
Put them on the screen here.
Great. Glade Moon says, how do the foxes put gloves on without hands? I'm assuming that is for our expert, Jasmine Mittens.
Thank you, Glade Moon. What a wonderful question you've asked. Yes, well, there are a number of methods. Now, sometimes foxes wear gloves with little laces. So what they can do is they put their little paw in the top of the glove, grab the lace with their teeth, or pull it on. And pull it on, or Actually, many people don't know this, but foxes tend to live in large fox cities, right? They live with many, yes, they do, with many relatives. And so they will often get their grandmama or their grandpapa to help them put their gloves on before they leave for the day.
Oh, that's just adorable. It sounds adorable.
Indeed.
All right. Okay, who is inside the clock? Now, I'm going to guess it's for Ramona numerals, but if anyone else knows what's inside the clock, please do chime in. But we'll go to Ramona first.
Oh, absolutely. So inside the clock is Daniel. Daniel is responsible for the tick and talk sound. He went to graduate school in order to be able to do this. Yes, they only choose the best tick talkers for the best grandfather clocks.
And unfortunately, that is a minimum wage job. Is that correct?
That's true. Yes, it's quite a travesty.
What graduate students have to face when they graduate really is. And let's see. Any other questions in the chat, Marissa? Okay, a question. Are there souls in the soles of my shoes? Just Emily, would you like to chime in?
Yeah, it's a pretty common question, actually, and surprisingly one that I've been asked multiple times. You don't really hear the producers of the movie Soul getting asked that question that much, but that's fine. I'm happy to take it on. I'm not too big for that kind of thing. So the question of, are there souls within the soles of your shoe? All right, the answer to that can actually be discovered at 38 minutes and 15 seconds into the VHS. So what I'm going to do is, I'm sorry, who asked that question?
M.
M.
Frank.
All right. I'm going to talk to you after the show. I'm going to get your address. I'm going to send you the VHS. You got to lend it back to me after, but 35 minutes and 28 seconds. The answer is in there. So check it out. Let me know what you think, and let's discuss it after.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I have one more question.
Okay, perfect.
This is for anybody.
Is wearing 4 peacoats on a first date too much? I mean, that's such a common question that we get on this show, and I would love for this panel of experts to answer it. Let's go first to Habitha, who is a haberdasher.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed in the question, if I'm being honest. I think that people these days put too much thought into their outerwear, specifically coats, and not enough thought into what they're putting on their hideous skulls. Because honestly, it's not just the top of my head that's ugly, it's the top of every head. And I need everyone with an uncovered head to understand that I am constantly on the verge of throwing up. So if you're showing up on a first date in 4 peacoats and no fedora, you got a GTFO before I vomit on your shoes. The sole
Habitha, I'm sorry, I have to say that my skull cap looks almost the same as yours. It looks
it's unreal how you think that's true.
Well, you have a very realistic hat that is also a skull.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other experts want to answer this insane question?
I just wanted to jump in really quickly, and I just think kind of like, sorry, my screen is a little. I have to Habitha Dasher. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
It's all pretty much close enough.
Okay, I just want to, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing everyone's name correctly. And the other Dave Thomas, I believe it was asking about the number of peacoats to wear on a date. But I have a question for you, other Dave Thomas. What color are those peacoats? Did you think about that? Did you think about the grade of the weight and how the colors will pair?
Thank you.
So I just
we don't
get
get brave pushback like that enough, and I want to thank you, Dr. Ender, for that.
Yeah.
I just want to say, it depends on what time of the day it is. I think at certain time, Daniel, get back in that clock right now! Get in! I said get. As I was saying, it depends on the time of day. That's all I wanted to say. Daniel! Get.
Thank you so much, Ramona. I'd like to give the whole panel a chance to tell us about any upcoming projects and where they can find you before we leave. Let's go to Capybara first.
Oops.
I'm so glad you asked. So I have recently embarked on a very ambitious journey to break the record for how many rats fit inside an attic. So yeah, I found an attic down the street. The old lady living there let me borrow it. I'm just gathering as many rats as I can and seeing how many. The number to beat right now is, I think, 37. So I'm just trying to get more than 37. It's a little harder than you would expect because people around here like to kill the rats they find. But if you find a rat and it is alive, try to trap it in a jar and give it to me because I'm going to go put it in my neighbor's attic and we're going to break a world record together.
Wow, that's so ambitious. Wonderful. Let's go to Jasmine Mittens.
Snafu, technical difficulties. Okay, thank you. All right. Well, you asked earlier the somewhat ridiculous question if I had a charity to promote. Foxes don't need charity. Goodness gracious, they're so clever on their own. And they live in these beautiful fox cities with all of their family around to support them. Actually, I do believe that human beings could find quite a bit of wisdom from studying fox culture. And so I have written a new book called Foxes in Gloves, What Humans Can Learn from Fox Society and How to Lace Your Gloves. And I think it's really going to be a hit. I've already ordered 100,000 copies to send to small bookstores all around the country. And I think really, I think some people might call it socialist or communist, but those are dirty words that we don't like. Of course, so exactly. Oh, exactly, yes. Well, if foxes need to be saved, you should send them gloves. Of course, you're going to want to send them gloves, of course.
Listen up, everybody. No foxes need saving. You heard it here first on 2MB Studios. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jasmine Mittens. I love that idea of just foxes doing it on their own. Let's go to Emily and your upcoming projects.
Yeah, thank you so much for asking. I do, in fact, have a second VHS tape. I'm working on it right now. Lauren, have you seen the movie Cars?
Unfortunately, I don't have children, so I have not.
Okay,
I feel like that's a Pixar movie that's for kids.
You know what? Don't even watch it, okay? Because I've made, in the process of making, needs a couple edits, a better movie. It's called Car. Okay. It's called Car. This is about just one car, because in the movie Cars, which don't even watch it, it's very it's focused on a lot. It's hard to follow. There's a truck, there's a race car, there's a beautiful girl car. I'm not sure what happens there. What we're going to do in the movie Car.
She's a little curvier, though. You could tell that she's a female curvier.
Yeah, I wonder who designed that car. Well, in the movie Car, we're just going to focus on one car. It's a 2006 Toyota Camry, and it's going to be really good. So that will be releasing July 2021. Waitlist for the VHS kind of lending.
I'm telling you, get it on Betamax and I'll watch it.
You know what? I will think about that. I will think about it.
Good luck with that release. Car sounds unbelievable.
Thank you.
Let's see. Let's go to Ramona Numerals. Let us know about any. Oh boy.
You don't care if you have a PhD. You get back in there and you tick and you talk. That's what I said.
Ramona.
We
want to offer you. We just want to on 2MB Studios. We just want to offer you couples therapy. if you need it, you and Daniel. I don't know your situation, but I'm hearing a lot of tension, and I just want to, we will provide that kind of counseling to you.
Thank you. I just, a good partner is really hard to find these days.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, if anyone would like to purchase an old clock, please come down to No Time Like the Present. It's right on Broad Street. All right.
Oh, I love that.
I would love to see. Daniel, you better not. You better not. You're embarrassing me.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ramona. Let's see, Dr. Cabbage Ender, tell us about any projects you have.
Oh, thank you. Well, late as we all know, spring has sprung. Depending on where you are, it might be snowing, but for the most part, it's in the process of springing, and with that comes all sorts of fun colors of the flowers that are going to be blooming. If you have allergies, I'm so sorry, I do, and it's awful. But outside of that, they're real fun to look at from afar through a window. And so, if you'd like to experience some of those colors, just head to a field near you, get your Claritin if you need it, and get ready for some colors.
Just wonderful. That's the kind of positivity we need right now. And finally, our plans from Ms. Dashery.
Please don't presume my relationship status either way.
Well, I said Ms., which is the neutral one.
I don't know. It felt like you wanted to lean Mrs., and I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I don't like the look of anyone's head.
Actually, I was leaning Miss, to be honest with you. I definitely was leaning Miss.
I would really appreciate it if everyone would visit my store, Habatha's Hats. It's on Main Street.
Habatha Hats?
Habatha's Hats. It's harder to say than you think it would be. Habatha's Hats. Anyway, it's on.
It's not great.
I should have rethought it, but all the paperwork was filed. I stuck with it. Come down. It's on Main Street. Right now, through the end of the month, 50% of your purchase will go towards my new charity called Head Hats, which is just hats that look like the top of your head so that we can get. My goal is to have at least Massachusetts. We'll spread to other states once we're done. At least Massachusetts wearing head hats so that everyone's head can be just a little bit less disgusting by the end.
Can I ask how much these run typically?
Well, a head hat, it's customized. You have to come in. I have to get a little bit.
Oh, it's custom measured. Okay.
Obviously, look at this. This isn't off the rack. It is $500. But right now, $250 of that $500 total will go towards getting a poor kid a head hat. You know what I mean? Because poor kids can't afford head hats.
No, and that should be definitely the first thing we purchase. Thank you so much. I believe that's all of our experts. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We appreciate it so much. The chat loves you. And thank you all still for being here.
I feel very educated now.
Yeah,
I feel
me
like
too.
I'm much more of an expert about how to put on gloves.
Foxes. I had no idea they were so independent. I mean, yeah, they're. Let's see here. I think that we have time to. I think we have time to do some quick scenes, some quick 2-minute scenes. So that is your challenge here, is to do a scene in 2 minutes. So let's get our first pair up.
Which happens to be me and Jenny.
Kat and Jenny, great. Let's get
but me does.
Let's get a suggestion from the chat, please.
Give us a new word, dear audience.
Anything.
Okay, shake weight. All right.
Thank you. Right. Shake weight. Right. Shake weight. So itchy, I'm just so itchy. That hot tiger balm cream to soothe your muscles, it's like hot. Oh God, the label did say to be careful. God dang it! I knew that salesman was a little shady when he approached us on the street corner and offered us magical tiger balm cream. But I was just so wowed by it, and I don't always read the instructions. I just went for it, just like I went for over exercising. Yeah, well, nobody ever reads the instructions, but I have to admit, he definitely distracted us a little bit with all those fireworks he was setting off behind his stand, don't you think? They were really cool, though. I have never seen so much purple. It's like burned into my eyeballs. I didn't know that was a possible fireworks color. Yeah, I didn't know either. And so that's why I stared at it like the sun for too long. Oh, God. Anyways, how is your exercise plan going? Because you're trying to make the Olympics next year, right? I mean, I'm trying real hard, but ever since I fired my coach and just been doing my own thing, it has not been going so well. Hence the really sore shoulders and bad tiger balm. I just want a quick fix. I know, Tessa. It's hard when we're trying to fast track these things. Like maybe if we'd had this idea 4 years ago, we would have had 4 years to prepare, and now we've got 1 year. And I believe in you, though. I think that if anyone can make the Olympic gymnastics team in 1 year, it's definitely got to be you. I mean, you've got the pizzazz. It's like I'm the special purple firework in your life. Exactly. If I stare at you too long, my eyes start to burn. But it's out of a place of love.
Sick burn.
Thank you so much, Jenny and Kat. Next up, we have Jess and Emily. And let's get I'm going to go back up and get a suggestion from before. Let's use, go ahead.
She is B, said plumber.
Plumber, great.
We deserve it. Okay? I know it's expensive, but we deserve this.
You're right. You're right. It's been too long. It's been too many years. And you know what? You and I have spent too much blood, sweat, and tears on this place to not do this.
Absolutely. I mean, why should we really wait to fix things before we're going to sell the house? Right? We should enjoy it for the time we're living here.
Right.
And we work hard.
Yeah, we do.
You work very hard.
Yeah. I mean, 60 hours a week
right.
at the factory.
At the factory.
Mean, absolutely. These foxgloves do not make themselves.
And you know what? You are saving foxes' paws.
You
are.
It's because true. I work my little fingers to the bone lacing these gloves all day long.
You work your paws so they don't have to work their paws. And you know what? You deserve to use a sink that has water.
Yes.
That when you turn it on, the water comes out.
It's true. It's true. Especially when that's where we poop.
Exactly. For once, I would like to be able to rinse after I poop.
Exactly. I mean, it's not like anyone's come up with a better idea for that.
No, right? Nobody has. Honestly,
you and me.
No.
You and me, we're the real smart ones.
Oh, I know.
I know.
Oh, I know.
I know. And so, no, we're not going to wait 6, 9, 12, 18 months to put in a new sink. We need it now.
No, not 36 months, not 197 months. We do it now.
I need that good shower head.
Yeah.
I need that good spray shower head. And you know what?
And it comes off and you can hold it so you can wash your foot.
Right. Your foot. Yep. Exactly. And you know what else? We're getting a filter.
What?
We're getting a filter.
A real Brita style filter?
We're putting that, it's going to be right on there. It's going to be right on
it. Perfectly cut scream.
Very nice. Next up, we have Shion and Marissa M. And looking for a suggestion.
We have applesauce from M Stone 4.
Great.
Cameron, you're going apple picking in your old prom dress?
I want everyone to know that I'm the belle of the ball. And how are they going to know that I'm the belle of the ball if I'm not wearing a ball gown?
Oh, I love it. Orange taffeta in the orchard. That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Like, don't you ever think that if you like dress for a random like America's Next Top Model style photo shoot, that like someone is going to be like, I have to take that person's picture?
Oh my God, yes. And you're going to be like so Instagram worthy.
Thank you. Like, that's all I really want. I hope this isn't weird, but I brought a hat for you to wear. So if anyone comes to take our photograph, you can look like the footman that like helped Cinderella into her carriage.
Oh, I would be delighted.
That's that's why I appreciate your friendship, Duke. You're always like so on board to be a part of my like photograph ready schemes.
Yeah, babe. Let's do this. Like, everyone's going to be looking at us. No one's even going to be looking at the apples. Am I right?
I mean, frankly, why are you in an apple orchard if you're not trying to randomly see someone dressed up and like ready for a photo shoot? Like,
That's
what are you
I'm
doing?
saying. Yeah.
Like, oh, I just want to pick apples for like, I don't know, a snack. Like, no.
Oh my
Who
God,
cares?
I'm going to make a pie.
Yeah. Oh. I'd like to like squeeze them and mash them down and get like cider and then like drink the cider and like heat it up and like add cinnamon sticks for like ambiance. Like, who does that?
Right?
I don't know.
Oh my God. I just, I think we're starting a new thing. People will catch on.
Yeah, I feel like it has to happen at some point. Like, I'm not going to go out and buy a camera and a tripod and take my own pictures. Like, I need someone to find me in.
Yay, clappy clappies for Marissa and Dr. Cabbage Ender. Who do we have last up?
I think it's me, you, and Habitha's Hats, and that's our last group.
Oh, Habitha's Hats?
Habitha's Hats.
Or Habathat?
Hello.
Habitha's Hats.
I didn't throw my website up, but I realize now it looks like Habitha Shats.
Bookmark that URL.
Again, much like the name, I didn't consider all things, and the website is one of them.
You know, I love that you're sticking to it. Go all in. No such thing as a sunk cost fallacy here. Kat, do we have a suggestion?
We do, from Other Dave Thomas, Giant Boat.
Giant boat? Fuck, all right.
It's not Arby's.
Oh my God, this boat is gigantic. Also, the goat on the boat is also big.
Yeah, it's too big. It's a too big boat.
You guys,
Oh my God.
I didn't bring enough cheese for this boat. You're supposed to like have fancy cheese and crackers and stuff when you're on a boat. That's what I gather from what I've seen in movies and TV.
The size of your cheese board is directly linked to the size of your boat.
Yeah, and I don't think mine is appropriately ratioed.
Are we rich now?
No, we just got this boat through a prize competition deal, but we're not rich, so I don't know how we're gonna upkeep this boat.
Yeah, somebody better get to work quick because it's getting awful dirty by the second.
Which is insane. I can see dirt just collecting on the side of the boat.
I see barnacles.
Guys, we're not going to let this big-ass boat change us, are we?
Yeah, we are. I'm changing immediately. I already bought a gold necklace on Amazon.com.
Yeah, and I've been shooting a music video this whole conversation.
What? What? I was wondering what all of those girls in very short shorts were doing.
Yeah, come on.
Top-notch dancing. Honestly, their moves are...
We had to buy so much Crisco oil.
Here's the thing, guys. I haven't changed. I don't want to be rich. I want us to be friends still.
Oh, man. Should we give up the boat?
I've already lit the match.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Thank you so much at habitthechats.com.
Yeah.
Or habit has hats.
Nope.
No, it's Habit the Chats. All right, thanks.
You know what? I'm going to bring everybody back up.
Great. Let's get everybody back up. We are going to play. Tell us, Kat, what we're playing.
We're going to play a line game. So in the chat, please start putting professions and nouns in there, and I'll pull from them throughout the line game. But we're going to be playing a game called Snapple Facts. Based on the topic, all of our improvisers here happen to have Snapple jars of delicious beverages that they're going to unsnap and open and read the cap for us based on the topic. And it could be a completely 100% true fact. It could be a motivational saying or quote, or just whatever happens to be on that cap. And when you have a Snapple bottle ready to open, just put your hand up and I will call on you and then transition from person to person. Sounds great. So love seeing everything in the chat already. I'm going to go with Glabe Moon's first suggestion of barista. So who has Snapple facts on anything? Emily.
Pop. Why'd you grab a Snapple? Should have come to the barista.
Snapple facts.
Snapple facts.
Ashley.
Snap. Nothing is truly caffeine free. If you're moving your mouth to drink it, it gives you energy.
Oh.
Wow.
Did
not know that.
Jenny.
Yes, Jenny. Well, did you know every bottle of fresh brewed Snapple iced tea is brewed carefully by our expert baristas in Napa Valley, California? I believe it.
Nice.
Snapple facts.
Wow.
And then, Jess, did you have one?
Sure. Ready?
I don't know. Now I don't know.
Am I in the slack?
Here we go.
Hold on.
Ready?
I thought I saw a hand.
Right, let me snap it. I'm snapping it. Did you know that baristas are 4 times less likely to pay off college by the time they're 90 years old?
Oh,
Snapple facts.
downer.
All right, let's skip to another Snapple. Let's get another suggestion here. Let's go to horticulturist. Horticulturist.
It's not a
Jessica.
downer, I promise.
Yes.
Snap. Did you know horts have culture? Wow. Snapple facts.
Snapple facts. Wow.
That's a great Snapple
Ooh,
fact.
Emily.
Pop, pop. Did you know that these tea leaves were hand grown by our horticulturists in Napa Valley? Snapple facts.
Oh my
All
god!
right.
Thank you, just Emily, for those Snapple facts. It's very factual Snapple facts. Thank you all for coming and watching the Ladies Jam or the Minus the Man Jam. Oh my god, that was our former name. I apologize.
3 years. I understand.
And a special shout out to Marissa for doing the tech.
Yes.
You're great. Oh, there's the error there. But also to MB Studios for hosting us tonight. They have a lot of great content. Stick around. There's going to be shows tonight and tomorrow and Sunday. Some of which we are in. So
yeah, many of the performers you saw today are in other 2MB shows, super funny comedians in the Boston area. So thanks everyone for coming and for watching.
See you next time.
See you next month.
Love you. Bye.